First time this series we've seen a Chen come out. A little bit of pushing power going the way of the PowerRangers. So Ditya-Ra will be jungle, making sure he doesn't get pressured too hard. Up in the top lane, Ditya-Ra going in onto FNG. This could be your first blood. Oh boy, a 2v1 lane. And Ditya-Ra, the one to find the kill, will maybe end up being a 1-for-1. Mag, can he get the auto attack? Oh no! He opts forward, has the slow on Ditya-Ra, but it's since expired. Void does have the movement speed advantage though. Ditya-Ra eats the tree. Was one more attack enough? It is. A close call, but a 1-for-1. Viper, worth it for him as he gets the first blood, but not too bad. Are going for the wraparound here. Their smoke is expired, but what's their angle to initiate? It's Lil. Ditya-Ra goes in, throws out a few poison attacks. Fissure not really going to help out Ditya-Ra too much. He will get telekinesis back. Phobos and J4 will square off to the side, and Lil will get hit by the wild axes. ASUS.Polar just trying to limit their casualties here. Rubick will go down first. F-God throws out the Chain Frost, but there's just so many units for it to bounce around to. Not going to do much damage. They will mech out of it also. Fast 2 for Nil. Dunk from J4. Now the all-heal. J4 is going to stay alive. Illidan in some trouble. The Primal Split comes out, and, well, he'll be okay for now. Mag with the Chronosphere brings down J4. Can he find any other kills, though? Requiem from QW. Yep, that'll get him low, and that'll be enough to secure the kill onto Mag. ASUS.Polar in a lot of trouble as now Phobos goes back into panda form. He'll get taken out as well. The troll limps back to the well, but everyone else getting obliterated. Barracks exposed, taking a lot of damage. Phobos wants to go in, but without the split, now he's thinking, damn, that kill on the Earthshaker. Hashtag not worth, hashtag regrets. That's an easy lane of barracks right there, and the lack of cooldowns is what made it. The fight breaks out, use it again in the middle of the fight, and then if you're sort of hanging around, you can use it again to sort of siege the high ground like they did there. Will prove to be a valuable tool, I think. Void still trying to come online, has Maelstrom, now point booster. Could be an Aghanims on the way for him, though I don't know how much that's going to work out. Having the Chronosphere low cooldown is nice, but they need damage output. Roche, too, falls uncontested to the Dire. Ditya-Ra, again, the one to carry the Aegis. Rubick, is that a stolen Hawk? I think it is. No, it's a 4. Bummer. Whoa, the dunk from J4 showing off that blink dagger. The F-God in a lot of trouble. He'll be the first to go down. Now Illidan takes a Viper strike despite being BKB'd. They will lose J4 for this. The Primal Split comes out. And a 1 down. 1 right in the middle of the base. 1 on the high ground plateau here. They've got their bases covered. They pretty much know exactly where ASUS.Polar are moving, where they want to be, and how to deal with it. ASUS.Polar getting aggressive here. They need to be very careful. Again, looking at dire vision. Void goes in. Chrono on 2. Focuses J4. Does a good bit of damage. Brings him down. But QW pops the BKB. Requiem number 1. Not going to happen. He gets sent back by the Chen. Oh, no. I don't know if that's what they wanted to do there. I think those Requiems could have been pretty damn big. Now Ditya-Ra left behind. He doesn't have an Aegis anymore. Oh, my Lanta. That was just a miscommunication of the worst kind. Shadow Fiend on his way back in, trying to see what he can do here, but stuck inside of the tornado. Now Cheshire Cat lockdown. Phobos, he goes back into panda form. Now QW without a BKB. Good luck channeling this Requiem. He'll try it, but he gets bashed in the face. He's going to try it again. Double pop. Ain't going to happen, baby. Just the death pop. And PowerRangers throwing away the massive lead they picked up. Dire vision we're looking at right now. The Hawk on the high ground makes this whole thing so much easier. ASUS.Polar taking it down slowly but surely. PR have the advantage of time. They know how much HP Roche has and when they can engage. Chrono catches 2. The Chain Frost doing crippling damage as it bounces around. Ditya-Ra, the first to die. Lich picks up a double damage that spawns in the middle of the fight. Now Beastmaster falls. Viper will buy back, but this is looking disastrous for PR. Both buybacks utilized straight away. They know the importance of holding this Roche, especially with the cheese. J4 comes in. A solo dunk onto Illidan. They need to bring down the troll, and they will. Now he has a buyback available. Does he burn it? Here's the question. PR with all 5 alive. They will secure the Roche. ASUS.Polar without their ultimate cooldown. They will not contest. Aegis goes to the Viper once more. Cheese. Where's that yummy cheese going? All right, 20% across the board. There's the glyph. Melee barracks still the focus here. Troll did come up, did not have to buy back. In comes Mag. Chrono just on 1. He might have to get more than that. The all-heal. The mech. QW. Can he stay alive to get off the Requiem? He cannot. He'll be the first to fall in this fight. It's a good hold from ASUS.Polar out of the gate. Ditya-Ra standing his ground. He'll go down. Remember, he's the one with the Aegis. Will have the cheese also. But PR cut their losses, leave him high and dry, and head back to friendly territory. Now, it's not all bad news for PR. They get the mid lane of barracks. They force out the glyph. Trying to go ham on this Ancient Black Drake, and Chen says, yeah, it's not happening, bro. 30-second cooldown on the Hand of God. Deal with it. Mag comes scooting on in. Haste Rune. They're going to go for the high ground. There is a glyph. It'll be used straight away. ASUS.Polar showing us some of their power as well. They're ready to counter push. They know Shadow Fiend and Viper are dead and caught in that similar scenario that Illidan was last go-around, where they don't want to buy back but may have to. No buybacks used. SoNNeikO stuck inside of the Chrono. Very little will come of it as Viper Strike comes out on the Mag. They get the tier 3 tower, the melee barracks. Range will stay standing. Chain Frost bouncing around. Illidan wants to go man mode. BKB on, trying to fight. The all heal from Chen once more. Illidan gonna have to pay with his life here, getting a bit too greedy. FNG TP's out in that nice little spot in the trees. Can they catch another one on the retreat? They cannot. Void sideline. This suddenly gets a lot easier. Glyph down for another 2 minutes. Phobos takes a Viper Strike right out of the gate. Troll with 10 seconds left will hold the buyback at this point, it seems. We're going to take a look at Dire Vision, the Hawk off to the side. They know exactly what's going on. They see Mag. They stun him. Can they bring him down? The Requiem channels the dunk. Mag falls before he can use the Chrono, and he does not have a buyback. Stuck on cooldown for a minute and a half. This could be enough for the game. Primal Split comes out. Chain Frost bouncing around the tower, starting to take some damage. Now Illidan in the fray brings down the Shadow Fiend with the BKB on, and the power of the Troll Warlord repels the Power Rangers, at least for now. Primal Split pushing SoNNeikO out of the base. They will commit for this kill on the Chen, and this time it will be a hold for ASUS.Polar. Looked like the perfect initiation onto the Void with no buyback, but oh my god, that is so unbelievably unlucky. But they might have had to retreat anyway. Shadow Fiend pressuring their tier 3 up top. The rest of the Dire team pressuring down bottom. QW turns. BKB Requiem to the BKB'd Illidan Troll. Not what he's hoping for. He'll turn and try to fight here. All heal from Chen. Not going to do a hell of a lot. QW locked down and brought down. Chain Frost now trying to clear up the creeps. They do force out a glyph as chshrct comes into the base. Full YOLO mode just wants this tier 3 tower. Not even going to find it. Stolen Primal Roar to boot. Oh my. Faceless Void dies off, and Helm of the Dominator to get the cheese and the Aegis. Up top. Oh, here we go. Mag comes in. Chrono on Ditya-Ra. He's got a cheese of his own. The all heal from Chen. Mech's already been popped. He's not going to get the chance to eat the cheese. Lich gets the kill. Does he have a buyback? Yes, he does. How they do it. Cheese was eaten. Looks like it was not passed over, or it's just sitting in the base. Viper still holding on to his. Here we go. Beastmaster, the only one without a buyback available cooldown-wise. Shadow Fiend does not have the gold right now. He went all in on the MKB. Oh, chshrct, the one target that can't buy back. He's going to be the first one to get picked off. That's 80 seconds without him, but a huge dunk. Does a lot of damage to Illidan around the backside. Mag pressing forward. That's going to be a Chrono on 2. But can he actually find the kills here? Rubick brings down the Earthshaker after the big dunk, just sorting out PR so he can make those kills happen. F-God comes charging in, takes some damage from the Requiem. Illidan needs to die soon if he's going to do it. That will proc the Aegis. Now Mag getting low, but does make it to the high ground. Phobos back in panda form. Illidan needs to do some damage here. Mag will just barely TP out. Troll Warlord gets the kill on Ditya-Ra. Now they'll turn it in. Whirling Axis flying through. QW. He's up against the ropes. He's going to get sent back. Oh, what a setback from the Chen. He'll pay for it with his life as Phobos brings him down with the crits. Illidan, BKB, TP. Not that Ditya-Ra could have done much about it anyhow, but look at this. Polar may choose to wait out Roche and roll the dice a little bit here. I don't think PR are really at risk of clawing their way back into this game. The gold graph continuing to move in ASUS.Polar's favor as the noose gets tight and there's just nowhere for PR to farm. In comes Mag. Chrono on 2. Fast blink out, but still Ditya-Ra completely isolated. Not going to be able to eat the cheese again. He's got no buyback. They get the kill on Chen. He's got no buyback either. It's a 5-on-3, and that one Chrono might be all ASUS.Polar needed to take a victory here in this final deciding match in this best-of-5 Grand Final series. 2,500 net worth trade. QW even used the Requiem for that. Whoa! chshrct, he jumps out of the base. He goes for FNG. J4 comes in with the dunk. Can they even kill the Lich, though? He's still alive. The Ghost Scepter saves him. Oh, my. Now the Beastmaster falls. QW isolated. Going man mode against the Brewlings. He might actually win this battle. Lil comes in just to try to draw some of the fire, but it doesn't even matter. Creeps push in for the win, and it is ASUS.Polar that take it. What a match to end this series with. What a slugfest in general. ASUS.Polar, after the last invitational, suffering that very unfortunate defeat against Empire. They were up 2-0 and then threw it away, losing 3 games in a row.